Hello! In this video we will be showing you how to properly replace the DI water and DI water filter in the iWeld machine. First, unplug the machine and wait 15 minutes to ensure that the flash lamp power supply is fully discharged. After waiting 15 minutes, remove the top cover along with the left side panel to gain access to the DI water container and filter. Please note that when removing the top and side cover to carefully remove the ground wire on each. The first step is to place a clean, heavy-duty paper towel under the lower quick disconnect. Next, disconnect the top quick disconnect by pressing the gray side button which releases the hose. Now take the hose and set it aside. Proceed by unscrewing the water container cover. Once the cap is loose, remove the cap and DI water filter together and set on a clean surface. Next, use a clean siphon hose to remove the water from the DI water container. Once the majority of the water has been siphoned out of the container, remove the hose. Now we need to get the rest of the water out of the system lines. To do this, reinstall the DI water container cover and your DI water filter and reconnect the top hose. After making sure that the top hose is snapped securely back into the quick release, blow into the small bypass hose for 10 to 15 seconds to force the water from the hoses into the DI water container. After removing the rest of the water from the lines and blowing it back into the DI water bottle, remove the DI water container cover and DI water filter and set it on a clean surface. Now put your clean siphon hose to the bottom of the container and siphon out the rest of the water. Having as much of the old water out of the system as you can, it is now time to refill the system with fresh DI water. With your new DI water, fill the water container to the max filter outline located on the back of your machine. Be careful while doing this so you do not spill any water on the inside of the machine. If you have a new DI water filter that you're replacing, now is the time to replace it. Simply take the cover off of your old filter and place it on the top of your new filter assembly. Push down on the cover to snap the filter into place. Once you have the cover on top of your new filter, place it into the water container and tighten until finger tight. Next, reconnect the top hose into the quick disconnect at the top of the filter. You will hear it click when it securely snaps into place. Make sure that the small bypass hose is placed in its designated hole in the water container. Plug the AC power cord back into the machine. Turn only the mains power on. Once the switch has been turned on, pay close attention to the water lines coming from the filter. There should be water running through the bypass line as well as circulating through the main lines. Listen for any odd noises coming from the water pump. If there are any strange noises or you do not see water circulating through the hoses, turn off the machine immediately. You will notice that the water level will drop significantly once the water is flowing through the machine. This happens because of the water filling the empty water lines as well as the top chamber. Next, you will need to top off the water container. Start by turning your machine back off. Once your machine is off, disconnect the top hose by pressing the gray release button. Once it's released, set the hose to the side. Now unscrew the water container cover, remove the cap and filter, and set aside on a clean surface. Fill the water container until the water level reaches the max filter outline located on the back of your machine. Next, take the DI filter and cover and place it into the DI water container and tighten. Now reconnect the top hose into the quick disconnect at the top of the filter. You will hear it click when it securely snaps into place. Make sure that the small bypass hose is placed in its designated hole in the side of the water container. Now plug the AC power cord back into the back of the machine. Turn only the mains power on. Once the switch has been turned on, pay close attention to the water lines coming from the filter. There should be water running through the bypass line as well as circulating through the main lines. Now run the machine for 10 to 15 minutes until all the air bubbles have worked their way out of the water lines. Once there are no noticeable air bubbles in the line, turn the machine off. Next, reinstall both side and top panels, making sure to reconnect the ground wires. Once both panels are securely in place, you're free to resume welding. And that's how you properly replace the DI water and DI water filter in an iWeld machine.